Good evening, everyone. My name is Viraj Talpade, and I live in San Diego in California on the West Coast. A warm welcome to everyone that has joined this session. I'm very thankful to have this opportunity to share this collective meditation session with everyone. I came to Sahaja Yoga in the late 80s in 1989, and we actually lived in Thailand at that time. And it's a very interesting history. We haven't been back to Thailand in many years, and we recently, my family, my wife, and my children have recently had the opportunity to return after almost 26 years. I wanted to share this story because it was very meaningful, and it taught me something about expectations and vibrations. So, it had been 26 years since we've returned. And as I was planning our trip, I was very excited to try and connect with the practitioners of Sahaja Yoga in Thailand, just to get a sense of how the collective in that country has grown since we left. And so after so many years, I was able to connect with someone and kind of talk to them about planning our trip. They, as is customary and typical of the Sahaj welcome, they absolutely insisted that we stay with them and spend some time with them. And this is an interesting point because as I was planning my trip to go back after all these years, one of my desires was to be able to show my family, my wife and my children who had never been there, where I grew up. And my thought was, we'll maybe drive past my old home and point at it and wave and kind of show them where I lived, where I grew up. And so as we started talking to the Sahaja Yogis that live in Thailand and the person that would be hosting us, they insisted on picking us up from the airport. So ultimately we were in Thailand after so many years, after 26 years, and it brought back all these fond memories. As we were driving from the airport, I started to recognize some of the landmarks heading towards where we used to live. It was overwhelming as we approached the gates of the kind of the colony of houses that we lived in. And as we took our bags up, I was like, hold on, this building is really familiar. And ultimately, as we walked in the door, I realized after almost 30 years that this was the exact same apartment that I grew up in. And we were just flabbergasted. I couldn't contain my excitement. I was telling my wife and my children, hey, this was my room. This was the living room, and here was the kitchen, and all of that. So very exciting. And as we started having conversations with the Sahaja Yogi practitioner of Sahaja Yoga, again, someone that I'd never met before, it's the first time we were meeting them, we asked them, so, of all the choices of flats or apartments that you have, why did you pick this apartment? And their answer was very simple. They said it was vibrations that had seemed like they settled and drew us to pick this very apartment in this building. And in that moment, it made me realize one thing that Sri Mataji has explained in many of her talks throughout the history of Sahaja Yoga, is that once the vibrations are established, they never dissipate or disappear. they bring an element of holiness to the land, the area, the place, the surroundings. And those vibrations continue to emit from all the five elements, from the earth, from the sky, from the atmosphere. And that sunk in very strongly in my attention. And, you know, I was so touched. They had unknowingly set up their meditation room exactly where we had. And just seeing those similarities was just really, really, it brought home this fact that once the vibrations are established in any medium, they never dissipate, they never disappear. And that location or the medium through which we connect in meditation becomes holy. And so it kind of brings everything together in that it is now 2023 and we are using the medium of ether, of communication. And hopefully through these sessions where we sit down and we clear our energy centers and balance ourselves and bring ourselves into collective meditation, no matter where we are, it's such a blessing, such an amazing advancement. And hopefully it vibrates, it purifies the element of ether through which this communication has been made possible. So just a little story that I wanted to share around how it became very clear to me after so many years of practicing Sahaja Yoga, after so many years of being frustrated about, a certain place not having vibrations or whatever it may be, and ultimately seeing for my very own self that once the universe has its attention and purifies a place, it always remains pure. So that's kind of the lesson that this trip that we took after so many years taught us. And so with that, once again, I'm very thankful that we're all here together. Before we begin, I'd like to have us all focus on that aspect of our meditation, the sensitivity to our vibrations. So if we're ready, let us all begin. We'll take both our hands and place them on our lap. As we prepare to go into a state of meditation or to offer any affirmations towards clearing ourselves or to get in our collective Footsoak, before we do that, let us take a moment to place our attention just on our fingertips. As our teacher, as the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Sri Mataji always explained that my photograph is a powerful conduit, a concentrator for these vibrations that you feel when your subtle system is awakened. So let us consciously put in our awareness that the flow of vibrations from the photo in front of us activates the qualities of the different energy centers on our fingertips. And to prepare for the meditation, it is not sufficient just to feel these vibrations, but we're embarking on a cleansing, a clearing technique. And so with our attention, let us actually absorb these vibrations into our being. Sri Mataji, please give us the collective awareness, the sensitivity in our hands, on our fingertips, to feel the power of the universe that is expressed as vibrations on our fingertips, and then to absorb them, to pull them in to our physical and our subtle being. From the tips of the fingers towards the base of the palm, along your hands, up along your arms, your shoulders, every cell of our being. Shri Mataji, please, as we offer this collective meditation, help us to absorb this grace of the universe within ourselves, so that we can become one with these vibrations. As these sensations of the vibrations become apparent in our awareness, let us now, with complete respect and humility and understanding, raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandhan. With the vibrations flowing in our hands, let us guide our attention to the top of our head. And now give ourselves a bandhan of protection, again, generated by these vibrations. We'll place both our hands over our footsoak. Shri Mataji, Mother, please awaken the power of this salt and water to absorb all the imbalances within me. Please help us to purify our subtle being in preparation for meditation. We can place our feet in the water. Once again, the conduit for these vibrations flowing through our fingers is the photograph in front of us. Let us guide this chaitanya, these vibrations, all the way down to the base of our spine at the Muladhara chakra. The first energy center is the seat of Sri Ganesha. We'll take our left hand and place it towards the earth. The attention is on the Muladhara chakra, first energy center. As we all know, our left channel begins at the base of our spine, at the position of the Muladhara chakra. And when we connect our left hand to the earth element, it helps to purify our left side with the purity, the innocence, the fragrance of the Muladhara chakra. So here we ask, Sri Ganesha, I am going to be worthy of your attention. Please keep me in your attention. Sri Mataji, you who have awakened Sri Ganesha within us, please give us wisdom and discrimination. Sri Ganesha, I am going to be worthy of your attention. Please make me innocent so that I'm in your attention. Sri Mataji, you who have awakened Sri Ganesha within us, please give us wisdom and discrimination. We can bring our left hand back on our lap. The seat of Sri Ganesha is just below our mother Kundalini. And it is his foremost duty to support his mother, the mother Kundalini, in her ascent towards our Sahasrara. And as such, he is the remover of all the obstacles in her path. Sri Ganesha, please remove all the obstacles in our ascent. Let us now bring our attention to the second energy center, the Swadhisthana chakra. We'll take our left hand and place it on the right side of our stomach, on our liver. The liver is the seat of our attention and becomes heated by the activity of our ego, heated by our excessive thinking, our excessive planning, and our futuristic tendencies. Mother Kundalini, please purify and cool down my right channel. Please cool down my liver and purify my attention. Mother, please establish the cooling, balancing vibrations to calm down my thoughts and purify my attention. Mother Kundalini, please dissolve the heat of my ego. Please cool down my right side, but please energize it to just the right amount so that I am dynamic and balanced. Mother Kundalini, please make me dynamic to cool down my right side to just the right amount. We can bring our left hand back on our lap. Let us now take our right hand and place it on our heart, on the left side of our chest. In our heart resides the spirit, that part of our being that is eternal love and pure joy. Shri Mataji, please remove all the emotional imbalances generated by my superego, by my subconscious, by my past experiences that make me react. Please remove from my heart all the imbalances in my emotions that cloud my spirit. Mother, please dissolve from my consciousness all the lust, impure desires, anger, impatience, greed, material seeking, hate, anxiety, insecurities, fear, guilt, pride, jealousies, all the negative emotions that cloud my spirit. Shri Mataji, please remove from my heart. Mother, please bring our emotions into a state of complete balance and joy. Once again, let us remind ourselves with our attention, the vibrations flow from the photo in front of us, through our fingertips, along the left hand, nourishing our heart with the right hand in response to our affirmations. Mother, please clean my heart. Bring my emotions into balance. Let us bring both our hands back on our lap. Let us collectively now bring our attention up to the Agya chakra, the sixth energy center, in the center of our forehead. We can place our right hand on the forehead with the fingers on the temples. Mother, please dissolve my ego and my conditionings. Please give me humility and reality. Let the effects of my ego on the right side and my conditionings on the left channel be completely dissolved into the elements. Mother, please open our Agya chakra. Now, let us take our right hand and place it on the back Agya, the back of our head. And we'll raise our head up, tilted up to the sky. Just like our left Swadhisthana, the back Agya can be a conduit to imbalances that affect us from the outside, that are external to us. So here, let us ask this energy within us. Mother, please purify my back Agya. Please protect my back Agya chakra. Please protect my life, my physical being, and please remove any imbalances trying to enter and affect my chakras from the outside. Mother Kundalini, please purify my back Agya chakra. Please protect my subtle being and my physical being. Mother, please protect us from all accidents. Keep us safe, healthy, and balanced. Let us bring both our hands back to our laps. Once again, the attention is on absorbing the vibrations flowing towards our fingertips. Place these vibrations in your heart with your attention We have asked the Param Chaitanya, these vibrations, to remove all the obstacles. And the reason we do this is so that our heart can express this love. The spirit is an expression of the love of the universe within us. But instead of holding it in our hearts, we now have the ability to emit this love. Our right side is cooled down. Our emotions are in balance. The two channels are in balance. And now there is nothing but to emit. So with your attention in your heart, push the attention up towards the top of your head, through the Sahasrara chakra. Mother, please, let us become the instruments that emit these vibrations into the atmosphere. Through the ascent of our Mother Kundalini, with the help of Sri Ganesha, the remover of all the obstacles. Please, let us emit peace, silence, fragrance, and love. Let the attention rest on top of your head in the Sahasrara chakra. We'll keep our attention peaceful above our head, but we can get out of the Footsoak. So let's take a moment to rinse our feet and push our tubs off to the side. As we settle back, let us close our eyes and return our attention up to the top of our head, just above the Sahasrara. Feel the vibrations that cool your heart down, that awaken your spirit, rising up from the heart to the Sahasrara, emitting into the atmosphere above your head. the one thing we forget when we meditate sometimes is that the reason for this connection, this yoga, this union, is certainly for our spiritual growth, but on achieving this silence, the reason we ask for this connection is simply to be in the presence of this all-pervading universal power that created us, for no gain other than to express our love, admiration, and thankfulness just to be in its presence. Mother Kundalini, thank you so much for giving us the experience, the opportunity to express our love to this all-pervading power of Param Chaitanya, for no reason other than to be in its presence, to be one with this universe in complete silence. This is the expression of pure desire. Let's allow our attention to remain above our Sasvara chakra, in the silence and in the presence of the Param Chaitanya, the vibrations. Before we conclude, let us bring both our hands to our chest. Mother Kundalini, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for this joyful collective experience of thoughtless awareness, silence, for the opportunity to meditate collectively, to purify the medium of this ether that is the internet. Mother, please establish these vibrations and all the elements around us, within us, to awaken the same pure desire all over the world, that we all connect with our spirit and with the power that created us. We can all collectively raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandha. For those that would like to continue to remain in a state of silence, of meditation, the stream will continue along with some music. I thank you all for this opportunity once again. Have a wonderful evening and an amazing weekend.
Mm-hmm.